The Atlanta City Council is working on more ways to keep you safe, even while pumping gas. A newly introduced ordinance would require gas station owners to install surveillance cameras at the pumps. If passed, it would be tied to the owner's city-issued business license. These types of gas stations and stores have been the center of multiple crime scenes across the area, from theft to homicide. The ordinance has not yet been voted on. Gas is slowly but surely returning to stations across Georgia, even after Colonial Pipeline experienced yet another hurdle yesterday. According to the company, its internal server had an outage, but things have since been fixed. They described the disruption as part of its restoration process. The latest data from Gas Buddy shows less than 46.5% of Metro Atlanta gas stations and 35% of stations across Georgia are still without gas.